everyone, it's Char from Char's Fashion Nation. We're using the camera today. So we're in our Wawa merch. We're here at Wawa. So I went in and I grabbed Rob and I each a Wawa iced tea in raspberry. Now these I can have. And they're nice. They're very refreshing. Here's yours. Make sure you crack one open for your driver and yourself. That's refreshing, isn't it? Anyway, so Wawa. Are they a sponsor of this video? No, they're not, but that's okay. Because you can get anything from Wawa all day for beverages. And most snacks and sandwiches or bowls or the gobbler. Or the gobbler bowl. So, anyway, let's go scare up something and make this Halloween video. Okay, we are here with full battery. We are at our location. Yes, it is wooded. So here at the site that we are at has some history to it where the Lenape and the Lenape and other tribes used to hunt. And then all of America has this, but here on the East Coast, there was a lot of warring between the colonies and indigenous peoples. So this location here also has a story of a murder or two. So let me pull up the information I have on the on this location. Gotta scroll back. Gotta try to find it. Nope, that was dinner one day. Anyway, so I will be turning on. I have the one phone with the necrophonic on it right here, but this is only on 15%. I do have my other lens with me, but this is more of a blue tinge. Something more that we would use at night than during the day. Here we go. And if you want to know, this could actually read it to us, but I don't want it to read it to us. So at this location of where we are, this is now not letting me like, I want to pull it up bigger. So, no, the thing won't let me pull it up bigger. So anyway, the history here is, like I said, you know, there was a couple of murders that took place way back in the 1800s. And even during that time, the tribes were still hunting on this land. And so, should we do an EVP session?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, we're going to turn on the ghost tube. It says box, but it's actually ghost tube on this. And see what happens. See what we pick up.
I was just going to say we did do a little trial before we started this video. We got some very interesting EVPs, so that...
We did. We got some very interesting EVP. A little girl came across it too.
Tom. Guess what I just found?
What?
English to translator.
So he did find a translator.
And it'll say it out loud.
Oh, the thing for here?
No, like so, like it'll It'll give you the, you type in the English.
Okay, and then it gives it to you in Lenape or Lenape?
Yeah, and then you can have it say it.
Okay. But meanwhile, we're going to let...
Rattle?
What's gonna rattle?
We were talking about the tools and something in the lake before we started this.
Yeah, a little girl's voice, or a child's voice, let's just put it that way. A child's voice came across, and it mentioned the lake, which we are right near a body of water. If you're not familiar, the tribes would always follow a trail where there's water nearby, but not too close to their encampment, because in case of bad weather, they didn't want the water to come up and flood their encampment, which is smart. But then again, they didn't want to be too far away from the water.
I missed it. Did you mention that we're between two old map?
No, I did not mention that. I will let you.
Did you want to?
That just said something in Lenape. But Rob is going to explain where we are, you know, like old map of where we are.
Yeah, so doing a little research on this site. We're near a body of water which was a natural lake at one time. And the map is about 200 years old, so, and it lists various different things, but on each side of this place that we're at, we're listed Indigenous American encampments. Location hard to tell because there's no real reference points on the older map. So, but we do know that the lake has a reference point at some distance on both sides of this lake was an indigenous encampment on both sides. So came here really for that factor because we really haven't found a good indigenous site, even though there's older maps showing
very old mound and stuff like that.
Yes.
Now, we were going to go to another location, but, you know, some people had, even Weird New Jersey did something about what would be considered the New Jersey Marcolite. But we went ahead and looked at the, you know, the whole thing, and the people that were there that did their own video about that site actually lived there, so they were able to go into the property that's actually labeled private property, and we were not about to trespass, or we would go to the other location. So we wanted to choose something else near, not too far from home. What was that? Even though I don't speak Lenape or Lenape, so
that's how in Lenape you say it. Hello.
How do you say it? Eh? Hey. You know what's funny though? I always say, hey.
Goalkeeper.
People.
Spanking. Third meeting.
Well, we're definitely getting something native tongue from right
Thank
there.
you.
You're welcome.
Hingeman.
For those of you that are speaking in English, how many tribe members are actually here?
Herbie. For that kind.
This has happened.
722.
Are you able to type in the question in that and get it to speak in their language? Okay. Type it in on asking them how many tribe members there are. So I'm going to have Rob obviously do that. If you see anything in the woods right here, we might get out in a few minutes and maybe hobble along the woods. And meanwhile, you can listen to the EVP, and remember, if you have Wawa near you, they are not a sponsor of this video, but they are good. They have good beverages, they have good food, they have good spinach salads. I generally would get their grilled chicken salad with the bacon, eggs, just onion and tomatoes and a bunch of good stuff. Cucumbers on my spinach salad. So thank you, Wawa, for technically being part of this video.
Small business.
Subject.
Let's stop doing that.
You're checking teeth.
For the real.
It's not capable of doing like complex.
Oh.
I mean, it's for free.
Yeah, that's true. Be careful with your free apps. Now, I do pay for GhostTube. GhostTube, you can either use it for EVP, or you can actually use it for recording your ghost vlogging. Speaking of ghost vlogs, you have to check out ghost vlogs. The owner of Curst Kosmetics also heads up ghost vlogs.
Have you seen?
I was able to get how many?
Okay.
It's completely.
Was that a?
Alright, look, even Appalachians know this. When you hear a whistle in an EVP, that might not be. Oh, my battery just changed from half to full again. Mm-hmm.
My God.
Check up the U yet?
It just answered. It just answered, and I wish I could understand it.
I wish we had one of the translators that would go both ways with
So do I.
something to do for the future.
Yes, we will have to invest in doing that. Any of you that might have been from colonies, I'm not going to say colonizers, that would be wrong, that's a whole different terminology.
Well,
are you stuck here?
Access to our.
Now, it's actually said that the French came through this area and so did Swedish people. So did, and if you didn't know this, New Jersey never used to be called New Jersey. It was actually called New Sweden. Before. Sounds like it's got some haunted disco going there. Anyway, New Jersey used to be called New Sweden. And Swedish people came from what we would call Vikings. They were Norsemen. That's interesting.
England women.
Can you speak in English?
Here from. Hate that. Wednesday.
What did it say?
Wednesday. Thank you for your.
Yeah, if there's just something that you hear natural that's not from the EVP, you let us know kindly in the comments below.
Elmsford. In all England.
Does anybody have a story they would like to tell?
In a language that we can understand.
From the rock. But somehow.
No. It's not good. If you're really here, see those shrubs right there where I can see them? Can you shake that? It's a little breezy out here, but it's not windy, which is a good thing. And we're sitting not too far from a road. So this bush right here, shrub, whatever you want to call it, is not far from the trailhead. Now there's probably somebody out on the trailhead, but we don't see nobody out here. They can be in there hiking, which is fine. I'm not going in there. There could be pineys in there for all we know. Pineys are basically like Appalachian people. They live in the Pine Barrens.
Right, an afternoon.
Sport 2.
What did that say? Tell me what that was saying. I don't see that trying to do nothing.
With you.
Yeah, no,
Be with you about.
Can you tell me about the lake?
boy, join.
Can you tell us about the lake in English, please?
Just play.
Always be polite.
So, that. The train, John.
Train down.
This is really important.
Did there used to be a train that went through here?
I believe so.
So whatever that was knew about the train. Although I thought there was a ferry that used to come through here. No, not here. That must have been one of the other locations we were thinking of.
cannons.
So, did we wanna like go near the little wooded areas? Now, we're not gonna touch none of the woods. There's nightshade and there's definitely poison ivy and poison oak in the area.
You play. Stop before.
Stop the phone. Why do you want me to stop the phone? Or do you mean stop the film?
Night.
Doesn't say diet.
Oh, it said night. You know what though? If I put this on night vision, will you show up?
Quick, Goofy.
It just won't.
You had
The
to
battery? I don't have any extra batteries, y'all.
just side.
Switched it back to regular, now it's on half. That's weird. And interesting. So if you saw anything when I had it on night vision in the back, like you don't have to use night vision just at night. When that changes and you change your lens, which I could do, and then switch to night vision, you can actually capture weird things during the day. So when you're doing paranormal research, you don't have to just do this at night. Just like in the house, right? Knocking in the walls during the day, we call it Tommy knockers.
We have paranormal activity like 24/7, so, and we've even documented some of that.
Which you would see on Supernatural Saturday.
Even
I was starting.
yeah, so just like you said, like it doesn't necessarily have to happen at night.
David.
If there's actually like
Wait, that was
activity.
something.
I'm going to say the worst thing that's ever happened in the house with paranormal activity was one year when we were in the kitchen before things in the house. Rob and I were sitting and having coffee and breakfast at the table. You know, the cat was always near us and still is. He was sitting over on a counter, even though I told him you're not supposed to be on the counter. Get down, get down. I was like, just screw it, just let him be over by the window. Because he would just sit there and look out the window, which we thought, you know, okay, it's not near the foodies, it's fine. Something quite literally picked up the cat and threw him twice. And we're like, whatever the hell you are, get out. Don't hurt the cat. We've had doors open and closed. So if you go and you look in the playlist for Supernatural Saturday, you'll understand the activity in the house in which we live. Are we afraid of it? No. In case you wanted to know that.
First step and quick.
Do what? Yeah, so let's go stand by the creek. But there's no creek. Well, maybe there was a creek.
This used to be a creek that ran into a small pond. I wouldn't call it a lake. Before they man-made things were erected to make it bigger and deeper, which explains why those property lines go into the lake, because it probably used to be dry land at one point.
Yeah. Excuse me, that might have been part of an encampment. So if any of my viewers out there understand Lenape or Lenape, any of the other tribal languages here in South New Jersey, let us know and be nice about it. So I'm going to shut off the ghost tube for a minute and see what else we get naturally. We'll be right back, people. Anyway, so now we're just going to do this naturally. Like, did you want to look at anything else around here, Rob? I mean, this year I'm not doing my usual kind of Blair Witch Project kind of video, if you didn't notice.
We don't want to do a lot of walking.
No, considering I can't.
That's why we're doing it this way.
Exactly, that is why we're doing it this way. You know what? I've never tried the pause button on this thing because I don't think it works. Nope, it don't work. Isn't that weird? There's a pause button on there, but it don't work. Anyway, we'll be right back. Okay, now we're just going to switch this has the ghost tube. You're gonna think this is funny. And this has the necrophonic. Both of them has a picture of my son. So we're gonna turn on the necrophonic and see what we get. And it might also tell us which one's better at picking up on stuff. Now, this is what? BLM land? Bureau of Land Management. There's a person trying to figure out what we're doing. Oh, well, we were here first. That lady looks angry.
Probably in her spot.
Oh, well. There's no special parking signs around here. So.
Hello, is anyone there?
Oh, that just said help.
You need help?
I hate to say it. She looked like a bitter Karen.
She didn't look happy with the world.
Oh, with the one I'm wearing is the Curst Kosmetics. It doesn't come on too easily. I could wear this for 8 to 10 hours, and it depends on what I'm eating or drinking, and the lip color stays on.
Does anyone have any stories they want to tell?
That just said help again.
We can hear you through this device if you can speak through it. That was help again.
Nothing was saying help until she pulled in. Is there a child in that car that needs help? She left. Now, my Halloween videos are usually a little longer than all my other videos, so keep that in mind.
Tell us why you need help. Or how we can help you.
But you're also, you know what we forgot to do? You're not allowed to come home with us. Don't attach yourself to the vehicle or anything that we have, or us, or our viewers. I'll put this camera back on night vision.
We can hear you through this. Can you tell us more?
A little further and switch the camera this way towards the woods.
There's another hole. A lot of words coming through.
That's a duh. That was Russian. We don't know what that was, but if you, the viewer, heard what that was, are there children that need help? Why don't you tell us a little louder? It's okay. No, right. We know that there was a murder in this area. Were you the victim? And I'm leaving this pointed at the woods on purpose. And Rob only has the car on because my old phone, which has the necrophonic, needed to charge. It was only on 15%.
We'd love to hear your story. Do you need help?
Can you show yourself on camera? It's pointed at the woods. Can you show yourself in the woods? We got some interesting stuff here. I don't even want to put it on echo, reverb, or white noise. I think we're getting something pretty good on this.
Can you tell us about yourself?
Why didn't you come through like this on the other one? Was it not on the right frequency for you? Now remember that, everyone. Spirit activities or whatever come through on different frequency. That was Jewish too.
This was a very busy area for not just Indigenous Americans, but for all types of settlers. Can anyone tell us more about the area? Your story?
So I'm just taking pictures of the woods behind us
That's good.
for just in case we picked up something on camera. Tree. No, get the fuck out. Tell me that's not what I think that is. You see that, right? I don't know if y'all want to try to see this. I'll try to include it in the video when I edit and everything. Let's see if that changed. That changed. Where the hell is it? I took a picture in the same spot. Now it's gone. Wow. That's cool. Did you only want to show up when I was taking pictures? It's okay. I'm looking through the whole thing. It's not there now. It's only in that one picture. So that's cool. That's cool evidence, y'all. That is some cool evidence.
Is there somewhere we should be that would be closer to you?
That said help again.
How can I help?
What's that? Wow. I definitely got something good in photos.
How can I help you? Can we help you?
Works. Ow.
Allergy season. Seeing if I picked up on that again. No, it's not there now. But see that right. So I have some interesting finds just in the pictures that I took.
So it's a very unusual area because of how small it is.
It is.
Can you tell us more why that would be?
Should I face the camera in another direction? Are you over by the water? Probably asking this question straight out.
Time for response.
I know.
Hi.
It says need help.
Just keeps repeating.
Are you in the water? Are you in the woods?
How many are here?
How many need help? just wondering why it's not picking up on Ghost. I'm gonna see if one responds to the other. The Ghost tube.
Casting.
They're responding to each other. Oh my gosh. That's why I'm saying it goes by frequency. So I'm going to put this back to regular camera. If it'll let me. There we go. Back to regular camera. So anyway. What, Rob?
I was going to say, just like Nikola Tesla said, everything is frequency and vibration. And the human senses and even some of our technologies can only pick up within a very narrow bandwidth of the frequencies in which things actually oscillate or exist.
That is true.
Manchester United.
Just United.
Presidential elect.
Presidential. Huh?
Are you talking about me? I was supposed to be knighted.
I technically was. But Rob was not getting his chance.
I mean by that royal.
Yeah, I know.
Visit.
So I'm going to shut off the Ghost tube. And we'll go back to the necrophonic. Like I said, if you see anything in the woods, you see anything like behind me, like it's behind you. I'm just checking on that. Back that up from my mug. But yeah, like I was saying, this section of South Jersey has so much history to it, and people tend to forget when they're at a haunted property that all of America is haunted, not just small locations, because people tend to forget the history that was here before anybody came from other countries into this one. And does that speak volumes? Yes, it does. All sorts of historical exchanges went on in history, whether it was good, bad, or the bottom line. Exactly. And they keep asking for help, but
If
what?
I'm gonna pause for a minute.
It can't pause. I bet I can.
Oh, it won't pause.
No, but I can do this. Okay, that was weird. That did not want to do what I wanted. There we go. Now I can get it to do. No, I'm having to use the remote to do that. So what you thought might have been Sasquatch was actually Rob's leg. Not even sure if I got that in there. Anyway, there's the trailhead. I didn't even know he was right there. That's funny. So we'll zoom back out just to show you pretty much. That's pretty far down there. So again, if you see or hear anything that I might not. Okay, it's on.
You want to say what he just said?
So Rob is going to go down the trailhead. And he's taking the necrophonic with him. You got the car key.
Yeah.
I might go sit in the car and wait for you.
It's fine.
So Rob's gonna go down the trailhead, and then when you want to shut it off on your way back, just like close the screen.
Okay.
But he found some interesting stuff that he wants to show you before the camera dies.
Yeah, where do I tell where the battery level is? It's almost dead already.
Right there. It says dead, but it actually goes longer than that. So.
Okay. All right, we'll see what we can do.
And he might explain a few things along the way.
All right, thanks, sir. All right, everyone, I'm moving along a very short trail.
Okay, well, now we're out of the car, obviously, into the woods. I promised Rob that I will not film him. But along here is a natural trailhead. Now, they blocked it off here. That way nobody can walk through, or drive through, I should say. Unless, of course, it's BLM, which is Bureau of Land Management. It's not the other one, thank God.